So, since most people have a very difficult time relating to my complexity and my energy levels, which one of my sisters called me moody. If I'm moody, what is she? Was my thought process. So I'm going to say it like this. Out of all the examples that Jehovah has given me, from everybody who I find to be trustworthy, whether I picked you or you picked me and we developed a conversation, whether it's been a lifelong conversation like that with my family, or just a more recent conversation that I may have had or started with you within the last week or so, or even a few months ago, maybe a couple of years or more ago, you have listened to me. And this is what I have to say. Through every choice that everyone has chosen to make thereof against me, one thing all of you must know, and you must know this to be the truth, if you know nothing else. I make no apologies to you, anyone, for knowing this, because this is the truth that I am supposed to know. No matter what your opinion of judgment is of me, Jehovah, number one, overrules you. Number two, if you think that I am broken, what do you think I think about you? Through the choices and decisions that you have made for yourself that I have been witness to. And I'm speaking of myself, I only, me personally. How dare you? How dare you? And then to place me in this position, knowing stress is the trigger. You show me you care. Through how? Tests. Trying to make a mockery out of me and what I have to say is unsuccessful, because Jehovah's children, his people, are not broken. That is teaching through God's word. We are not broken. It is the opposite of that. And so, for everyone, who thinks that I'm in a broken, shambling pieces because I have some self-loathing for myself, you are sadly mistaken. It is quite the contrary of what you and your opinion and your judgment of me is. For self-esteem is not yours, it is mine. I make no apologies for that. You think that the people throughout the scriptures, even though they spoke about their ailments, their downfalls, all of those things they put in there because they were not broken. Their faith in Jehovah is written in books before you and me and everybody else got here. We're reading their words. They're not reading ours. We are reading what Jehovah made sure was written down in books as records. For his legacy's sake, for people to have reference to these things so that he can prove his existence. And yet everybody wants it for themselves. Everyone believes that what I do out of some type of broken position in my life. No, the people around me are broken. How does anyone heal when everybody wants to flash themselves and something else up in front of everybody? Right? If it's sexually constituted and it's wrong for me, it's also got to be wrong for you, if we're calling it down the line. Because that is the way Jehovah sees it. And you want me to apply, excuse me, good behavior with bad behavior. Do not cast your pearls before swine. Do you want me to just to continue ignore the teachings of the Bible as I move forward, right? It's not that you're making it difficult for me. It's that I'm allowing myself to make it difficult for myself to understand why people make the choices that they choose to make. And they will say, well, you asked for this. This is what you wanted. This is everything that I asked you to do. Your choices are your own choices. I've asked a lot of people to do a lot of things. So has Jehovah. But it's been very little that I ask. And I make sure of that. Because not only does that allow a person to make their own choices, but it also gives me an opportunity to see, by way of those choices, what a person is really choosing to do with themselves. Because if that is applicable to myself, it is also applicable to other people. But yet there just seems to be some type of need to feel, think, and believe that I am unbelievable. Whether it's positive or whether it's negative, I am still dust, just like you are. If I have to go through life giving glory to myself, please do not look at me. I see you.